Hello, I'm Scruffy Gamer, and welcome to this solo playthrough. This video is inspired by the Always Player One podcast, in which me and my co-host Norm talk about solo gaming, with each episode being tied to a specific game. I hope you enjoy today's game and check out our show. So, today's video is a solo playthrough of Roads and Boats. This playthrough is using Tabletop Simulator, and the mod I'm using is one I made myself. This mod uses tiles I've designed myself, but I have taken a few assets like the resources and the brilliant models from another table by Pregnant Rajit. Links to everything in the description. The map I'm using is one of the solo maps, which is something a bit new to me. I've only ever really played this multiplayer before, and the one I'm choosing is Small World S42, which has a top score of 580. I don't think I'll come anywhere close to achieving a top score since I'm so new to playing this game solo, but let's see how we do and we'll have some fun. Right, I get to choose anywhere on this map to be my home base, and I think I'm going to choose this tile here because it's got a lot of access to stone and wood. Either that or maybe this one. That's quite a long way away from the stone, but I could, if I start here, I could send some donkeys to breed in this pasture. That'd be an interesting choice. No, I think we'll save this tile for the rafts, where I want to build the rafts. They'll have a really nice starting point then to dive off into everything. Yeah, and we'll treat this one as the home tile. We'll choose this side of the river, not this side, which does matter in this game. I should preface this game by saying it is not a rules teach, it's a playthrough, but you should be able to pick up the rules on how to play solo by watching the game, obviously. And I'll just set up the starting resources. So we put our home token down, so this is everything set up. And so in solo, we start with the Wander track already partly built, and the game will last for 20 turns, represented by these Wander bricks coming out once every turn. To contribute to the Wander track, we'll need to contribute 2 resources, because that's where we're starting on the Wander track. Really, the aim of the game is to process through generating resources and turning them into better resources, and real big pointers are things like the stock certificates and the coins, which are produced by the mint and the stock exchange. But it takes a lot to build up to being able to do that, as you'll see. So let's dive right in and take our first turn. So first thing we do is production, nothing to produce, and then we move on to movement. I'm going to dive straight over here with some donkeys to start them breeding, and that will get me more transporters. The donkeys are our transporters for all our goods. I'm tempted to take the geese over here with this donkey and then move them up to here on his way home. That could be interesting. Make this a woodcutter and then move him back. Yeah, I think we'll do that. That could be quite fun. So the woodcutter requires just one planks, and he can take both the geese along because they do not need to be carried. They can just follow, which they'll do. In order to breed any animals, they need to be alone with one of the same animal, with nothing else on the tile, no resources, nothing. So this should work out pretty nicely. And the tile has to be a pasture, so these geese need to move over to here eventually. Potentially, it might be worth moving them there this turn and holding off on building until next turn. Then we can just be producing some geese. You know, it might be better to put them over here, move my donkeys over to this tile. I think we'll do that. It's a hard choice because what I'm looking at is where the roads are going to connect up. So once we've got our stone production building over here, we'll need to connect up some roads. The problem is I don't want to spend all my planks right away. To build a quarry, we need 2, a woodcutter 1, and a sawmill 2. So we do have enough to do everything I want. I could build a quarry, a woodcutter, and a sawmill all right early on. Getting a quarry really early is quite nice. I do want to breed my donkeys though. Potentially what I'm thinking is maybe move this donkey to here and drop off the geese. So the thing I'm really concerned about is when you breed the geese, you need to start pulling them back one at a time. So having a road here to pull the geese back would be really nice because you could just swoop around, grab the stones, and keep breeding the geese, or grab the woods and keep breeding the geese. Perhaps we'll save them for later. Breed the donkeys for now. Have him go up here and build a stone place so we can start building the roads. And then once the donkeys are done, we'll switch out with the geese. I think I like that idea. And then we'll send the donkeys over here to start building the wood. Yeah, I think that sounds good to me. Okay, so the first turn, we just move this donkey up here with the 2 planks and these 2 donkeys here to breed. Yeah, I like that. Took a bit of working out, but now that we've got the ball rolling, it should be pretty simple. Now we move on to building, and we build with 2 planks, a quarry, and that will produce next turn. And now we move on to the wander phase, where we can contribute 2 resources to start putting bricks on the wander. But we do need a transporter in our home station to be able to do that, which we don't have. So I don't have the option, even if I wanted to. So we put 1 brick out from the neutral player, and that's the end of the wander phase and the end of the turn. And we're on to turn 2, which means we get to produce 1 stone here and 1 of our lovely donkeys. Very nice. Okay, so this turn, I think what we're going to do is we're going to send this donkey down here, and he's going to end up building a nice road for us. And I'm not sure whether to send the other donkey to the stone or back to base. I'm very tempted to send it to the stone and build 2 roads with this donkey, which will allow him to move straight down to here if we want to. I think that's a really good idea. So we'll move him straight to the stone. We'll leave those 2 in the pastures. Okay, so time to build, and we are going to build some roads. Each road costs 1 stone, and we just simply draw a line between the tiles we're connecting up, and just move these geese out of the way to build the second road. I was looking at maybe building here because all these donkeys are going to move next turn. Yeah, and that would mean we could move the donkeys to drop off the geese straight away. I think that's actually going to be the better place to put the road, because then one of them can swing by and build there. This donkey can pick up 1 and move to here. Yeah, I think that's a really good idea. I'm really glad I thought to do that, because I was going to build to the stone, but I think building into this pasture is a lot better for us. We can get the geese going, we can get the stones going. Perfect. Okay. Well, it's not quite ideal because the geese aren't going to go that turn. But never mind. I think that's the right choice. Maybe I'll regret it, maybe I won't. Okay, so that's the end of the building. Movement done, building done. Wander, we're not going to contribute any of our resources this early on. And we'll put the next neutral track out. 18 turns to go. Okay, time for production. So we'll produce 1 stone. Let's just tidy that up. And we will produce our final donkey. You can only have 5 donkeys. So we're actually going to need to save 2 planks here to build the sawmill. Otherwise, we will not be able to get any more planks. And this game will be essentially a bust. So it didn't really matter too much about this. Oh, yes, it does. It does, because we can be a bit clever here. We use one of these donkeys to pick this plank up and go to here using these roads. We'll use the other 2 donkeys, 1 to move up to here, 1 to move to here. Actually, you know what? This one can come. I don't know where I want this one. At the moment, I have more donkeys than I need. He needs to be off this tile, but I don't really know where. Suppose if we put this one in here, this one up here, got plenty around this quarry then. Yeah, that's fine. And this one is going to be really clever. He's going to take the 2 geese with him over to here, and then he's going to move back over the same bit of road to there, which means these geese are ready to produce a new goose. Fantastic. We could probably build a road in here, but I think what we're actually going to do is build the sawmill this turn. Or we could build the sawmill next turn, build the road this turn. Although a better place for the road might actually be over here, because then we can connect up and get our rafts going. I do want to have a lot of nice roads around here, but I'm just not sure where to put them all just yet. I think the next thing we're going to need to build really is another woodcutter here, because that way we can really start making as many planks as we could possibly make. So potentially putting the road there might be good. We do need to put a road in here so we can swing by and scoop up a goose. That would be quite nice. Or maybe we can just leave a donkey to keep dragging a goose off as and when is necessary. I don't think there's a wrong answer here. I think the best place is probably just here. Yeah, we'll build it just here. So building then, let's build that road. And spend the stone to do it. And let's build a woodcutter down here. This is the first time in any game of Roads and Boats I haven't made a woodcutter as my opening move. Maybe that's a good idea, maybe not. I guess we'll find out. And that is the end of the turn. So let's produce let's contribute to the Wander. We're not spending our very important planks on the Wander, obviously. If we spent those, like I say, we wouldn't be able to produce any more, and we'd be really stuck for the rest of the game. So we'll just pop another neutral tile there. We haven't done anything on the Wander yet, but that's pretty typical for the start of Roads and Boats, I tend to find. So we've just made a goose, a stone, and a wood. Our first wood, very nice. And we've got a really nice infrastructure already. So let's build ourselves the sawmill now, moving that donkey into there. We'll use one of these donkeys to literally grab a goose and move back to the home tile, or let it follow, doesn't matter either way. That donkey can stay there. This donkey, he can also stay here. We've got too many donkeys for the moment, but that's not the worst problem to have in the world. And we'll find that we need them all very shortly. Hopefully. Perhaps we could have min-maxed that a little bit better around there, but I'm quite happy with how that looks for now. We've got our engine whirring, starting up. Okay, so building. Let's spend these 2 planks and this stone for sawmill. Very, very important building indeed, which will turn wood into planks. As you can see over here, input wood, output 2 planks. That's all we want to do this turn. So let's move on to the Wander. Not touching the Wander again. And production for the next turn. 16 turns remaining. Let's see how we can do. We'll turn this wood into 2 planks. Equip them to a donkey. And we'll get a stone. Oh, and we'll get a wood. Super. So one of these planks is going to go out to here to build us another wood place. Oh, and a goose, of course. We need to build a raft station here, I think. Although we're really nicely connected up, potentially we could avoid wasting our resources on rafts. I mean, they'd make access to this whole area a lot easier because we'd have to walk around here or build bridges. Yeah, I think we kind of do need at least one raft to access these tiles over here. So we'll look at doing a raft station. Hopefully, I mean, it's quite a small map, so hopefully we'll have enough space to build a paper mill, a mint, and a stock exchange. Paper mill is going to need to come quick because we'll need an oil rig, very likely. I mean, maybe we can fit a coal burner on there. So yeah, we'll want a paper mill and we'll want a raft factory. So a raft factory is a stone and a board. We do have the stone. We do have, a plank. We do have the plank. Theoretically, we could get this over there next turn. This guy might be the way to do it. And then yeah, that seems like a good idea. Or do I want to invest in the roads first? Build a road this turn. Well, either way. So we've moved this one donkey. This donkey we're not sure what we're doing with yet. One donkey needs to go and do the goose run. Now we can start thinking about sending these off to the Wander and build a nice goosely Wander. One donkey needs to do a wood run. Grab this wood, bring it back. This donkey could build a road here. It'd be nice if we could get another road in there. That would be ideal. But we just don't have the stones at the moment. I think we'll be okay for stones with just that quarry, especially because we're not building any bridges. So I don't really want to invest in a stone factory, especially when you consider how little space there is on the map for all the buildings. So he's done the goose run, he's done the wood run. This donkey hasn't moved, and this donkey hasn't moved. Perhaps they should switch spaces? Yeah, maybe. I mean, we don't need a raft right at this moment. We don't have the resources to use it. So it might be better to just get the road here and the road here, and then that's all done. And then we can worry about the raft later. Just get the donkeys doing this run. Yeah, Well, it doesn't matter if I leave this one here or this one here. We'll just leave them where they are for now. Okay, great. That's perfect. So building, we'll spend this stone to build a road. Just move this out of the way while I do it. There we go. Very nice. And we'll build with these planks another woodcutter. Awesome. That's really good. And we can, for the first time, contribute to the wander by sending 2 geese off to make our first wander block. As we all know, geese are wonderful. And we put the neutral tile on and start the next turn. So let's start producing another goose. We'll turn this wood into 2 planks, produce a wood here, and produce a stone on that donkey there. Lovely. So we've got a couple of planks now, and we've got a couple of woods. We need to get the woods over to here. We need to get a plank and a stone over to here, and then we can get a raft. Potentially the best call might be to move this guy up here, move this guy down here, do a wood run with this guy. Yeah, move this guy to the home tile. Scooping up that plank, ready to go and build a raft station next turn. Next turn we'll have a raft ready to go, and we'll just do the goose run with that guy, just moving to and from there. That's all. That looked really good. That looked really good. We've got a nice little infrastructure here. No one's stood on the stone this turn, but I'm okay with that. We can always do a stone run next turn and build the road, the final road we need there. Yeah, that's looking really nice. It's looking really nice. We'll have to start looking at turn timings in a minute, make sure we'll be all right to get everything we want done. But the next task after the raft will be a paper mill, which should be fairly easy to do. The only problem being where to build it. Maybe up here, maybe just here. Where's going to be the easiest to build it? That is the question. I think probably over here would be the better call. Be a lot easier to move a donkey around there if we want to. But yeah, that's for future us. So for now, we'll look at building, and we're not building anything yet this turn. And then the wander, we'll send a goose and a plank off to put our next tile down. I feel like that's going to be a pretty common way to build this wander. Goose and a plank, goose and a plank. Okay, and that's the end of the turn. So production. We'll trade that wood in as well, yeah. Because we're going to use this wood for building the raft. Ooh, trade that wood in for 2 more planks. And another wood, and see if we can grab that stone. Perfect. That's everything. And on to movement. So this donkey is just going to head down to here, ready to pick up the wood next turn. This donkey's going to head here to drop off these 2 wood here. That should be enough to build a raft when we've got the raft station, which this donkey will head over to build for us. That was a little bit too much for them to handle. Obviously, these tiles are a little bit tight with the rivers. When they're just the normal tiles like these ones, it's a lot less tight, but you have to keep an eye on which side of the river you have the resources, which is a little bit tricky. I'm tempted with this table to make the objects like the donkeys and the resources a little bit smaller. Let me know in the comments if you think that is a good idea. But for now, we'll just leave it as it is. Okay, so we're looking at getting the paper mill, which just requires that stone to be dragged back to the base. So we'll do that. Do a stone run with this guy. You can grab the plank for it as well, because that's what we need for the paper mill. And this one can just do the goose run or wood run. That's a hard choice. I think potentially instead of we need to do the stone run. I think we'll send him on the goose run for now, because that wood will still produce and that will still be there. We can pick it up later. Whereas if we don't move the geese won't reproduce. I think we're okay for planks for now. We might not contribute to the wander this turn, but we can miss a turn. That's fine. Okay, building. So we're going to build a raft factory. I'm just going to put that there. We know it's on this side. And then in production, that will produce a raft. And that's all we're building this turn, I think. We could build a road here, but it's not really going to help us much next turn, whereas if we just move the donkey over, and we can start thinking about shipping that stone around later. Okay, Wander. I don't think I'm going to send anything to the Wander, so let's just put the neutral tile on the board. And here we go, next turn. So we'll produce a goose, a wood, another wood, spend those 2 woods for a raft. So we can just move that over a little bit. And put the raft slap bang in the middle of that tile. No planks this turn, but we do get a stone. Okay, looking good. Next turn, we're going to want to try and drop a load of stuff off on the raft. So we definitely want to give the raft these 2 materials here. I think we're gonna have to leave the geese and stuff this turn. That's a bit unfortunate. Maybe we should have built that road. Never mind. So these 2 donkeys are just literally going to, one's going to go here and one's going to go to the base. Those 2 have moved. This donkey is going to drag the wood to there. They're going to drop it off, but then they're going to move 1 space further. So that one's moved, that one's moved. This leaves us with 2 donkeys left. One of them is going to take this whole pasture of stuff onto there. I was actually going to do the same with the other one, but I've realized the raft can only carry 3 things. So it'd probably be better if the other one does a goose run. That's all my donkeys moved. The raft can't carry these any further this turn, otherwise they would. But they can wheel those down to there and build a paper mill next turn. And then we just need to start sending wood there and maybe take some geese over there as well. Got 2 geese here. We could go and do some research. I do want to do at least 1 bit of research so that we can get specialized mines, which means we'll be able to get a lot more gold out of the mines. The research is down here, and every 2 geese and 1 paper you spend, you get to cross them off. Some of them are for better vehicles. This one's for oil rigs. I might need an oil rig actually. That for the fuel, that might come in really handy. And these 3 are for mines. This being just a reserved space for expansions, I think. So yeah, we'll probably need to do at least 2 lots of research this turn, this game. We'll see if we can get it done. That looks good so far, though. Okay, grab those donkey. And it's time to look at the Wander. I'm going to skip the Wander again. We need those geese. Ooh, such little work on the Wander, but that's fine. We're working on the board. And next turn, let's get a goose. Let's get a wood here and a wood here. Let's get a stone. And let's turn this wood into 2 more planks. Movement. This boat is going to move 1, 2 to here. Ready to build. We've got a donkey with 2 wood on them there, who's going to dive straight back into here. And then I think he's going to use his second move to go back to the wood. Let's just tidy this up. It'd be nice if there was a marker to show that they've moved. That'd be a really cool thing. Like if we could have 2 different states on these. I think I might set that up as well. Just different color change states, and then you click the number to show they've moved that round, and then they turn back. That'd be a really good idea, actually. I'm almost certainly going to set that up after this game. Maybe even during this game, we'll see. Okay, and so he's moved. He's picking that up, ready for next turn. We need to get some planks over here for the paper. I believe it costs 2 of any wood for a paper. Yep, 2 of any wood. So we'll take 2 planks over with a donkey now, and he'll have the 2 geese follow him into this tile. So that's the second donkey moved. We've got a donkey here going to go 1 into there, drop it off, potentially up to the stone next. I don't think we need the stone this turn, so we can just go there. This donkey can go down to here. This donkey's going to drag us the 2 stone down by doing a stone run from there and back, and he'll build us a little road there for helping this donkey out next turn. It'll be all very nicely connected up then. Yep, I like the look of that a lot. So on to building then. And we're looking at a paper mill over here with a stone and 1 planks. And we'll just build it on either side of that river. It doesn't really matter. This guy's just standing here ready to drop stuff off. And we'll build a road. Just move the house out of the way quickly. Let's put a little road in there. That looks fine. I don't think there needs to be another building. The only thing we could build is a bridge over there, but I have no intention of moving to that side for any reason, so that's great. We'll keep hold of that stone. And we got a load of wood turning into planks next turn, so we can build with planks. We can build the wonder. Nice. This is looking really good. Really good indeed. So, wonder time. We'll send 2 planks off to build our third stage of the wonder. And we'll pull out another one from the bag. 11 turns left, nearly halfway through, and it's looking pretty good. We nearly got paper, which will be great if we can get the research done, get oil rigs, get fuel, and then start looking at mint and stock exchange and mines. Cool. It's a lot to do. I hope we can get it all done before the end of the game. We'll see how we do. Next turn, production. Sawmill is going to produce the maximum it can, which is 3 wood into 6 planks. That is a lot of planks. Yep, we get a wood over here. And we get a wood over here. And we get a stone over there on that donkey. The geese do not produce a new goose. And we need to get some wood over here for the paper mill to start producing. Okay, looking good, looking good. It'd be nice if we could get another raft, actually. I feel like this runs a bit much for one raft. And now that we've got all the planks we need, getting a raft is a really good idea. So the first movement we're going to do is send this donkey over to here. Put that donkey into there. And you might notice I've just quickly set some states for that donkey. So now we can turn him white after his action, so he's a bit exhausted. I think it's going to be a lot easier to keep track of what's moved and what hasn't if I do that for them. So we'll do that with all the other donkeys as we go. That wood's spent. So where do we want to take this wood? I think it wouldn't be bad to get a few new planks there. So let's see, what do we want to do? We want to drag a goose off of there. That's obvious. So we'll send this one on his little goose run. So we've just sent this one on a goose run and exhausted him. We've got this one here. He's looking at 2 stones. He's got 2 stone? No, just the 1 stone. Not much you can really do with that at the moment. I mean, potentially it might be worth taking some of the planks ready for a mine, but I think this one's going to be quite easy to get to, especially if I built another little road in there, a cheeky little road, which I might do at the end of this term. So instead, what he might do is start taking this stuff down to this tile, ready for the mine for later. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. So he's going to take a plank on his way past the home tile and then end his turn just here. And that leaves us with 2 donkeys and a boat, which haven't moved. Well, this one wants to drop his wood off, and then I suppose he could grab 2 planks and bring them back here, ready for that. That'd be a good idea. Or he could take 2 planks over to here, ready for the boat. But I think the boat's taking 2 planks and a goose this turn, and we can deal with the rest next turn. So he can drop that off, and then he can pick up 2 planks and send them back here, I think. So he's done that, dropped the wood off, taken the 2 planks, and moved back to there. Who have we got left? Just this one left. This is so much easier to see with the states. I really like this idea. He's obviously leaving those planks there for the boat with the geese. And where's he going to go? Maybe send him to the stone, ready to pick those up. That sounds good to me. Yeah, and that's all the donkeys moved. So now the boat's going to move back and go 1, 2, grab itself 2 planks and a goose, and that's all it can carry right now. It's so tempting to take both these geese and drop them off on one of these pastures just to get a whole bunch of geese being produced, but I don't think it's necessary or worth it. I'd much rather rush the research if I can. Oh, it's a hard choice though, because if he just takes those geese up 1 tile up and then drops them off, it'll still take 2 turns to do anything because he's moved 2 spaces, so he can't move away from the geese and let them reproduce. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. If only we'd built the paper mill over here, we could have dropped the geese off here and then had a lovely little route there. That would have been smart. Well, that's it. It's a learning game, isn't it? So maybe if I played this map again, I'd put the paper mill next to an empty pasture and just leave some geese on there and just keep dragging them across to research. But hey, it's all part of the fun. Okay, so he's ready to go over there and take a paper next turn. Got another raft coming in to help him along. Do you know what? All that talk, I'm going to do it. I'm going to send him up one more space. So 1, 2, 3, and it would have been so good to build the paper here because the geese can just follow him. Putting the sea tile in the way has made it so the geese can't follow him. Oh, never mind. We'll just drop them off there. He can have the wood on him. They could have just followed him into that tile. Which no, they can't because they can't cross the river. So yeah, you do have to do it that way. That's fine. Just pop them on there, and we've got another lot of geese producing more geese. The more stuff we can get producing, the better. That's him moved, so everything's moved now. Brilliant. We'll just turn them all green again. Best color. And we'll do the wander. We'll send 2 more planks off to the wander. I'm very happy to do that for some extra points at the end of the game. And that's it, halfway point. Gosh, it's been an exciting game. I'm really interested to see if we manage to achieve all our goals this game. Okay, stone goes onto that donkey. We'll trade this wood in for 2 planks. We'll trade these 2 planks in for a new raft. And finally we get a wood here and a wood over here. Nice. Okay, that looks pretty good. So we've got... I'm looking at it now and I'm thinking we're going to need to take these geese straight 1, 2, 3 anyway. So it was probably not worth... 3, yeah, probably not worth doing that. Just keep them on him. And because we've got a new raft now, so we can just take 1, 2, 3, the geese over here, and 1, 2, the geese, the wood there. That's fine. There were no use at making more geese, but at least they'll be able to make our research next turn, which means we can start looking at getting an oil rig. I think that just costs planks. And a stone. Okay, so we need 3 planks and a stone loaded up here right now. Let's do it. So this guy can drag a stone and a plank if he goes here. 1 for the stone, 1 for the plank. Yep, 1, 1, 2. And we need 2 more planks. 2 more planks can be taken over either by this donkey or by this donkey. It's a tough call because I'd love to do another goose run there. We can do a goose run for 1, 2. And then this donkey could swing by, drop off a stone. And carry 2 planks to there. And the geese can follow him. Very nice indeed. Yeah, so that's everything we need for the oil rig, which just leaves these 2 donkeys here. I think we'll assign 1 to the wood duty and 1 to dropping the stuff off for the mine. So we'll just drop these here, grab that, move over here, drop it off, and then go to here. That looks good. So nice having 5 donkeys do all this stuff really like clockwork. That donkey's a bit in the sea, but that's fine. Okay, that looks really good. That looks really good. No buildings this turn, I don't think, unless we're going to build a naughty little road somewhere, which I don't think we're going to do. Maybe we could have brought it down here. No, that's fine. And we'll end our turn there. They're actually really nice markers for working out where you are in the building and stuff as well, those states. I'm almost definitely going to put them in for everything. Okay, so that's the end of that turn. We now look at building and wander. Not going to send anything to the wander this turn. Not going to build anything this turn. So we just put another neutral brick out. 9 more turns to go. It's getting a bit scary now, actually. I'm a bit worried that we haven't got any mines or any gold. We need at least 4 turns on each of the mines. So that gives us 5 turns to get the 2 mines built. Yikes. Scary stuff. Okay, production. So here's how it's going to work. We're going to send 2 planks off to the paper mill to create a paper, and then immediately spend that paper and these 2 geese to do a research. So all of that goes, and we get ourselves one of our research, which will be oil mining, oil rigging, whatever you want to call it. Okay, that's that production over there. Now we produce, this wood can go over here and give us 2 planks over here. And we get 1 more wood over here. We get a goose. We get a stone. And that is everything. Wonderful. Okay, so this all needs to stay on this tile. And I'll tell you what, playing solo, it's a lot more like a puzzle and a lot less claustrophobic. I'm worried about getting things where they need to be, whereas in multiplayer, I'm worried about, can I leave that on the floor, or is whoever's against me going to steal all my resources, which does happen a lot in multiplayer. It's a lot more cutthroat. Okay, this donkey's just going to head back here. This donkey is going to drop these 2 off, and then I think just head here as well. It's a nice little combo those 2 are doing. Do we want to grab another goose? I feel like we want to grab another goose with that donkey. More geese, the better. The ships can go 1, 2, 3. Grab everything they need for the oil rig, which is 3 wood and a stone. And there's a spare 2 geese on one of them. We'll just leave on one of the rafts there. They might be able to drop that off there. Who knows? I think those will be quite useful to have. Could drop them off on the oil rig. Why not? And that leaves those 2 donkeys there. So once we've got our oil rig, what's the next step? Well, we want to get another bit of paper for another research. So we absolutely need to start thinking about ferrying some planks over there. So one of them can do a plank run. Grab these 2 planks. Okay, so those are ready for the next lot of paper. And the other donkey is probably going to head to stone. This is a lovely little map. I really like how neatly it all connects up. Nice. Okay, so that's everything moved. These 2 have both moved as well, but I didn't mark them. And we are on to building, and we will build for our first time in a while. 3 wood, 3 planks and a stone gets us oil rig, and that's just going to make fuel for the rest of the game, which is very nice indeed, because as you can see here, we need fuel to make coins. So we've got that sorted, and now we need to start looking at making a mint and researching so we can build the mines. It's a lot to do. I might be pushing it a bit too much by being so reluctant to get the mines out early, but hopefully it will work out well. I'm tempted to use this stone to build a road. Do we need, how many more turns have we got? How much more stone do we need? So we've got 1 stone here for a mine. We can get another stone here for a mine. The mint costs a stone, and then the stock exchange costs 3 stones. I think that's all we need. So this could be a road to here, and that would leave us with enough, plenty of room. So we'll spend that stone to build a road in there, and that'll help speed things along in terms of making that mine. Nice, looking really good. So now wander. Unfortunately, we're not going to. Oh, I didn't realize we had a spare stone under there. That's really nice. Might put that down here for a road. Yeah, I should have probably dragged that along with one of these guys. Never mind. I missed that. It's not the end of the world. Okay, now we're on to 8 turns left in the game. Yikes. Okay, so let's produce everything. We get a stone over here. We get a goose over here. We get these 2 wood spent and then produced over here for 4 planks. And finally, fuel from the oil rig. Very nice indeed. I think the best move would be to put it on that one, because this one can go 1, 2, 3 and drop it off, drop the geese off, drop the fuel off. And then this one can go 1, 2, 3 and drop off the 2 planks. That looks good to me. Well, let's do that now. So this one's going to run to the planks for 1, back to its own tile for 2, and back to here for 3. This one's going to drop the geese off over here for 1, back to its tile for 2, over to the raft factory for 3. Just drop the fuel there. That fuel can't move anymore this turn. You know what? It might actually be better to leave him in here. Pick up some more fuel next turn. 1, 2. Sit there for the fuel. Yeah, that couldn't hurt. Although, actually, no, we'll put him there. We'll put him there because he can always just swoop by and grab that. And next turn we can move this fuel then. What else? We're going to need some more paper at some point to make the stock exchange, but that's not for a while. So the next thing we're going to look at building, this will get us a research, which will get us the mines. So let's put you here. You're not going to build it this turn. You're going to be locked there for a turn. But we need to be ready to build a mine here next turn. I mean, we could move all the resources there this turn, but we don't need them just yet. Which means you can do a goose run. You can do... I'm not sure how to make the best use of that one, to be honest. As long as he ends his turn here. We want to get a road just here. So let's use this guy to do drop these woods off here and drop this stone off here. I've got 4 planks, which I need to get over here at some point for paper. There isn't a massive rush for that. Ideally, so as this one hasn't moved, it needs 2 donkeys to go up here and drop off everything we need. The question is whether to leave this donkey here and drop off the geese and 2 planks, ready for a bit more shenanigans with the boats, or whether to, and then use these 2 donkeys to build the mine next turn. I think that's going to be the better thing to do, because the alternative is to move this donkey anywhere and it just doesn't move any resources around. It does mean that these geese are going to be 1 turn off producing all the geese they can, but to be honest, at this point I think the geese are just going to end up being used in the monument. I don't intend to do much more research. We'll be doing 1 more next turn, which will get us specialized mines, which means we can get a total of 8 gold, and that should be enough to get or a big mine. Maybe we should try and get another bit of research, get a big mine. Oh, it's hard to choose. Well, either way, even if we want to do that, we'll take the 2 wood over here with this guy. They're moving there and back, and while he does that, he can have 2 geese follow him there as well. We know he's on this side of the river. Okay, so the only donkey that hasn't moved is this donkey. Don't know if I want him to move. Maybe drop the stone off here, build a road here. I guess build a road, and then that would mean we can swoop by and take the geese with us if we need to move them out of that tile at any point and have the wander. No, we'll just leave him where he is. Okay, building. Do we want to build that road? We wanted to build a road here, so we'll do that for sure. Do we want to build a road here? Well, we're producing plenty more stone. We'll hold on to it for now. I don't see it being that important having a road there. Maybe I'll regret it. I might just retcon and say that, because he didn't move on his turn, let's say that he did, and he just did a stone run to drop it off there. Hope you don't mind that little retcon there. That stone I want to use potentially to build a mint up here. So we'll just pop that there for now. Okay, and now we're looking at the wander. So let's spend these 2 planks on another brick in the wander. This is looking a lot more yellow than green, but never mind. Those are some points. It's not nothing. And hopefully towards the end of the game, we can just splurge all our excess resources and geese on that. And let's move to the next turn and produce. So we get a stone on that donkey. We get these 2 wood. 1 there and 1 there for 4 planks. So that's that. A goose here. Those 2 done. Fuel here. And fun stuff over here again. 2 planks for a paper. 2 geese and a paper for a research. I think we'll take specialized mines. No, we're not going to take big mines. We'll take specialized mines because that way we can just make sure we definitely get gold. The question is if 8's going to be enough. But since we've only got 7 turns, we're actually not going to get the full potential out of big mines, really, and it's only 1 extra gold anyway. The question is, are we going to need iron at any point in order to do a new shaft? And if that was the case, specialized mines aren't going to be very helpful at all. I'd love it if there was another way to get iron in this game other than mines. It feels a bit awkward. But if we build 1 as a specialized mine and 1 as a normal mine, if we're desperate for the iron, that'd be the way to do it. Anyway, we'll take specialized mines as the thing. We definitely want at least 1 specialized mine. Cool. That's the research done. Everything else is produced, I think. So on to the next turn. On to movement. Sorry. Let's see. We want to move. Definitely want to move this guy with. Oh no, we've got to pick up a. Got to pick up a wood. Oh no, plank. He didn't pick up a plank on his turn. He could have. Would have meant we didn't contribute to the wonder. But I think it takes 3, doesn't it? Yeah, it takes 3. Oh, that's terrible. What a bad bit of play. Well, that's going to be a turn delayed then. So since that's going to be a turn delayed, best thing to do would be to have him. Oh, if we built a road there, we could have just. Oh no! What a disaster. 1, 2. Yeah, it's not gonna. Okay, that's fine. That's going to be a turn delayed, but maybe we'll be able to see clearer. Okay, that's fine. This one's going to do his job over here and build us one. This one is going to. I'll have him do a goose run. We'll have this one do a stone run to drop a stone there. We'll have this one move 1, 2, and take 2 planks over here. So it only needs to take 1 really, but why not just take 2? Oh, that's horrible. That's really bad bit of planning there. Oh, hang on. Hold on. Perhaps what we should do instead, sorry, those don't belong there. I'll just fix that. Those 2 planks belong there. Perhaps what we should do instead is use one of these boats to go up to here. Look, 1, 2. Oh, that's lovely. And he can just take those 3 planks with him. Oh, phew. I was panicking there. Boats are awesome. Boats are awesome. And that means he can build the mine for us up there. And I'd have to choose whether it's a normal mine or a specialist mine, which I really don't know what I'll choose yet. Nice. That's really good. Okay. He's dropped the stone off. He's done the goose run. This one is going to do a little planks run. So drop, drop. This one's staying here. And this one, I've got enough for another research. That's pretty cool. This one is going to start looking at the mint. So the mint requires 2 planks and a stone. Got the stone ready here. The 2 planks coming next turn. So I think he'll just literally drag that stone over, and the goose can stay where it is. Goose can stay where it is. We'll probably use that in the. Sorry, he can drop the fuel off over here as well. We don't need that bit of fuel. It's surplus. We can spend these 2 for the wonder this turn. Lovely. Those 2 planks. Yep, okay. So we've got 2 planks and a stone, which is just what we need for a mint at some point. And this boat, he could even go and build it this turn. 1, 2, 3. Scooping up. Oh, no. No, he can't take the stone because it's been dropped off. He'll just move into there, drop off the fuel, and grab hold of the 2 planks and the stone. Or, even better, he'll take the goosies and drop them off. So you move from here, 1, 2, 3, dropped off a goose, 2 geese. And maybe this time the geese up here will actually do a bit of breeding. Okay, and he dropped that one off there. That looks good to me. I'm pretty happy with that. This is looking like a fun little event. Right, so movement done. Time to do building. 7 turns. So if we built 2 specialist mines, that would mean that we'd get a total of 8 gold, right? If we build a specialist mine and a normal mine, then we'd end up with, in 6 turns, potentially 7 gold. But then after the 4 turns with the specialist mine, we could do a new shaft, which would mean we could get another specialist mine, just get a few extra points. I think it might be the better call to go for a normal mine and a specialized mine, and just turn the specialized mine in 4 turns into, so this one down here is going to be a normal mine. And the way you build a mine is you grab one of the mine shafts, lock that in, and you grab one of the mine bags. And for a normal mine, you go iron, 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 gold, gold, gold. Grab them all. Okay, so that's all 6 in there, and then we just shuffle it. And so we'll get a random one of those resources every turn. And then this one, we get to use our research to build a specialized mine. We can choose to put either 4 iron or 4 gold in there. And obviously, I'm going to choose 4 gold. Awesome. So that's our mines. Is there anything else we're building this turn? I don't think there is. So that's the end of the turn. Now we're going to spend this fuel and this goose on our wander step. And we're going to put one of those bricks in. We've got 6 turns left. Oh, it's getting intense. It's getting intense. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do everything I want to do. But if I can at least produce 1, maybe 2 certificates, I'll be really happy. Oh, iron. Not perfect, not ideal. But at least that's ready for the specialized mine. We'll replace it once this gets exhausted. So we'll need to whip that up there as quick as possible. Okay, that wood goes 2 planks and fuel. And we get a new goose over here. We do not get a new goose over here because the tile is shared. Oh, and let's not forget the stone. It could come in very handy later on. Okay, we're going to need to build the mint now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go 1 there to drop the geese off. Do you need to still research with those geese? I might be risking it a bit with those geese by dragging them over there. I'm very tempted to actually just take them back so they're ready to go for the paper mill. I don't think it's going to be worth putting them there just for an extra goose or 2. No, I think that was a bit of a wild dream. So we'll move 1, drop them back here, take 2 planks, and stone, and that's where we'll build our mint. Probably on that side, because then we can easily head there with a donkey if we want to. What else do we need in a mint? So what do we need? We need fuel and 2 gold. Well, for some mad reason I brought the fuel to there, but these fuel are here, which will work out well. So he could actually go 1, 2, 3, drop off a fuel and a gold. It's partway there. If he just sits there, he can do that next turn and drop off everything you need for a coin. So I think we'll just leave that one there. This donkey wants to get me some more planks over here, ready for paper and maybe research. This donkey wants to, well, where do we need stone now? So the stock exchange is probably going to be built here. So we'll need 3 stone there. I think he needs to build that road I should have built earlier. I don't know what I was thinking not building that road. It would have been a really good idea. Well, this one can carry 2 of these woods. Drop them off here. Those can be turned into boards. And then just head back there. 2 donkeys left. This one's going to stay here. I think he could run this straight up, actually. We only need 1 iron and 1 fuel to be able to do a new shaft. So that actually is fine. Then he can just farm gold there, hopefully. Yeah, so he's just going to run this right the way up to the home tile and drop it off. Are we going to do a goose run with this one? What else do I need to do? Where do I need to move? Really, it's about making sure we can get everything to here, yeah, it's all fine. Do a goose run, take the stone to the home tile, and then I guess just go to here for now. I think the wood's going to be more important than the stone in the short term. So we've got 3 stone at least. That's fine. I'm happy with that. Okay, phew. So let's turn everyone green again. And we'll build ourselves a mint for 2 planks and a stone. Yep, that gets us 1 mint. We can start looking at turning things into coins. Turning gold and fuel into coins. Very nice. Ooh, that's exciting. Like I say, it's where the big points are. Each gold is worth 10 wonder points. Coins are 40. And certificates are 120. So it's a lot of points to be had. Like I said, I don't think we'll get anywhere near the world record, but the highest score, but we'll do what we can. Wander. So I don't think we're building anything on the Wander this turn, unfortunately. There's a goose there. There's an iron. We could spend an iron and a goose. I mean, we've got 3 more turns for this. That's very tempting. I think we will. Iron and a goose. And we'll scoop up some more iron later. Gets us one of our Wonder bricks and one of theirs. That felt a bit dangerous, but we'll see if that pays off. Production. So one of those, one of those. Oh, that's a point. What if none of the iron comes out when I need it? I really hope I don't regret that. Okay, 2 wood. 1 goes to here. 1 goes to here. And that gets me 4 planks. Get a new stone. Get a new goose. Get a new fuel. It's nice watching all the production happen after investing so much kind of time and energy into making it all work. It's a fun little game, this. Okay, so this boat is going to move 1, 2, 3, picking up a fuel on the way. And that will put him right over here. ready to turn those 2 golds and that fuel into a mint. I think I'll put the other one, or he'll go 1, to grab the fuel and bring it back over here for 3, since they're the only ones that can get the fuel. He's going to need to go and turn in that paper as well at some point. I'm wondering whether another raft might come in handy even this late in the game. It's tempting to get another raft, but it's also tempting to just turn in the wood for planks to be able to really build up the wonder. It's a hard choice. I'm not really sure what the best solution is there. I think we might want another raft, yeah. Let's do it. It's certainly the most fun choice. Even this late in the game, putting out another raft, why not? This donkey, what's he doing now? Well, this donkey's going to rush down here to collect up whatever comes out of that mine. That's going to be reserved for a boat, putting out those 2 gold. Yeah, we will need another raft, definitely. That's a really good call. Do a goose run, and then we'll start looking at doing the stone run. So he can just drop these 2 off here, and then jump over to here. Which leaves 1 donkey left. I think the only thing you need for a certificate stock exchange is free stone. I'm right about that. But we do need the paper for it, so it's potentially worth grabbing 2 more planks over here, just so they're ready. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That was a good choice. Okay, that's all the movement done. And on to building. Nothing being built. Onto the wonder. Let's send 2 planks away and get ourselves another step on the wonder track. You know, I'll take one of those planks back and spend the goose instead. I don't see myself needing that goose. I think the geese are the least useful things for me at the moment, since we've got 2 ready to go there if I want to research mine shafts, which I might do. Production. So we turn this fuel and these gold into a coin, and that is a lot of points. And we produce a fuel. This gets me an iron, which is just what I needed. Perfect. I'm very happy about that. Oh, I completely forgot. In solo game, if there's an even number on the resources in the bag, you're meant to take a gold. So I should have taken a gold the first time there. That's a little rule I missed. I don't think it's a real game changer. It meant I was able to spend it on the wonder, but we'll just try and remember that going forward. Sorry about that, guys. 2 wood into 4 planks, and we'll get a new stone and a gold out there. Okay, looking pretty good. So let's see. I think we're going to want to invest in mine shafts. We've still got 4 turns left. So we need to, these 2 wood into a boat. That was nearly a mistake, forgetting that. I'll just take 1 from down here and place it over here. A bit crowded on that tile there, but that's fine. So that boat there is going to take these 2 planks, 1 goose over to here. I think I'll get the other one to take the other goose and the other 2 planks, and then that's all kind of dealt with then. And that boat also going to the same thing. Very nice. So that will get me 2 paper or potentially 1 paper and a research. Well, it will. I'll have to use it for the research, which is fine. We've got 2 fuel here. One of them is going to need to go over here, and potentially one of them might need to go down here, but we could grab that from there. So let's make that happen. So this donkey is going to move 1, 2. Oh, hold on. We need fuel and iron, don't we? So let's just move 1 into the home base and then drop the fuel off, and then potentially 2 over to here. This donkey is going to move 2. But he'll drop the gold on his way past here and pick up the wood. Right, so that gold can't move anymore. What's next? Do a goose run? Do a goose run. This donkey's got 2 stone. I think what we'll do is drop those 2 stone by the base. Stone run. I think this donkey's also going to do planks run. So we will need 1 more bit of paper if we're going to try and get 2 certificates here. I don't know if we'll be able to. 4 turns remaining. It feels like we probably won't, but we'll see. And this one is going to go 1, 2, drop off the coins, 3, pick up the gold. Very nice indeed. They're on that side of the river, but for the sake of ease. Okay, that's all the movement. Building, no building, wonder. Well, we can definitely do 2 planks, and then if we want to do another one, it will cost us 3. So we've got a goose Got a goose, got a fuel. Another fuel hidden under that. And another plank. So that's 2 bits of wonder there. Costs +1 for each additional wonder you want to build beyond first. So we'll put 2 down and we will move into the last 3 turns of the game. Gosh, it's getting intense now. I mean, I'll be happy if I can just get 1 certificate, but any extra stuff I can get, building a new shaft here and stuff like that, it's all a lot of fun. So that shaft's empty. We'll just leave it there for now. Grab a new stone here. That's producing another gold. I should really check every time and then shuffle it, but there's 1 of each left in there, so it'll be a gold next time, whatever. Okay, so these 2 geese and these 2 planks go off for a research, and those 2 planks go off for a paper. And that's all the research we're going to do this game for additional mineshaft. And hopefully we can build an additional mineshaft here with the iron here and get a couple of turns out of it. It's not bad. That's all right. Should have built a road here. I'm still regretting that. All game I'm going to be regretting that. Okay, that's everything produced. Oh, no, it's not. So wood produces 2 planks. And we get 1 of those. Okay, that's everything produced now. Okay, gosh. Final countdown. So we're going to look at dragging this boat. It's going to pick up this fuel on the way and go 1, 2, 3 over to the mint. We're going to need to grab this paper, take it 1, 2 fuel as well, 2. Could do building a road here so we can get the gold up here quickly. I mean, I could take it with this boat. 1, 2, 3 and be sat in there. Yeah, that might be a good call. 3 turns. How am I gonna get the gold up to here? That's down here. Well, 1 donkey could pick it up and move it back to base. And then next turn, we needed a road here. We need a road here. Well, I mean, this donkey can take this stone and go and build a road here. And then next turn, a donkey can take this gold and whatever else comes out of here, which will be a gold, up to here. It's better than nothing, but it does put us a turn behind. I think for now, this boat is literally going to just have to grab these. So this boat's moved. Grab these 2 fuel. Drop them off on this tile. There's the turn. Oh, man. That's 1, 2. It's got another move, but it's not really anywhere for him to go. Did I not produce this? I should have produced a mint, sorry. Coins. This boat is going to take the coins 1, 2 into the base. Oh, no, we can't. So we need to get the fuel, don't we? Why did I spend that fuel last turn? I could have kept it and used it. 1, 2, 3. Can't get it to there. Oh, no. If I hadn't spent that fuel, I could have had another mine this turn. Oh, dear. Well, it's a learning game. Okay, so his 3rd turn, we'll just move him back to there. So 1, drop it off, back to there. So this donkey's going to take the 3 stones to here. Just stay there. Oh no, you can only take 2. What am I doing? This donkey is going to take 2 wood, drop it off. Do you know what? That one can do the 2 stones. This one's back here. He's taken the 2 wood and dropped it off, and he'll take the final stone into there. And that leaves this little donkey here, who will, I guess, head to here just to grab the. Oh no, he'll do the goose run just so that the geese can be spent this turn. Which actually leaves one of these free to go somewhere else because he can have taken the stone over and dropped it off and then gone back. So we'll send this last one 1 space in any direction from my home. I think we'll go down to here. Oh, it's feeling tight. That one's going to stay there. Okay, that is feeling very, very tense indeed. Right, wonder-wise, we're going to send 2 geese off, and that's it this turn. If we were playing a game with deserts, they would now be irrigated, which seems a bit weird for 2 turns left of the game, but okay. We haven't really been rushing the wander, so maybe that could work out better. Oh, before that, I should really build my stock exchange with free stones. Very nice. So that just requires 2 coins and a paper. And we'll have a stock certificate. So we'll at least get one of those this game, if no others. We'll also spend that stone for a road to here. Okay, nice job. Production. So this will be a gold, whether it's that or not, because it's a tie. This won't produce any. We've only got 2 turns remaining, but that's fine. We get another wood here, get another wood here. Spend these 2 wood for 4 planks. And we get a stone over there. And we get a fuel over here. And that is everything, I think. Yep, looks good to me. Wonderful. Okay, so now time to start actually doing some more stuff. So we need to just dump that fuel. We need to take the paper and these 2 coins over to here. Can't do it this turn. All I can do is drop the paper off, ready for next time, and keep one of those fuels and one of those irons to be able to add a new shaft there in the future at the end of this turn. That's him done. Paper's over here ready. Can't move any further this turn. We can, however, drop 2 coins off over here with that donkey by darting there and back. What else do we want to do this turn? We want to get some more paper potentially, so let's do that. I'll send this boat with 2 wood to go and make some paper. 1, 2. A whole bunch of fuel over here ready to go. We'll just take that with this boat over to the home tile. That's 1, 2 back to here, 3 over to here. And some donkeys can run some gold up. So this one's got 2 gold, which he's just going to run up to here and drop it off. This one's got 1 gold. I don't think there's anything we can really do with that 1 gold at the moment. So we'll just, well, maybe we'll run it up to here because we might pull up, we will pull up a gold from this start of the turn. And that means we'll get another mint. We might, if we're lucky, get this into a stock certificate. We'll see what we can do. And his second move will be just to go back here. This one is going to take these 2 wood over to here, drop them off, and pick up this wood from here. And that just leaves this donkey, who I think will head over here. Going to build a road there finally. Can't see much else to do with him. What an interesting game. I've really enjoyed this. This has been a lot of fun. So let's turn them all green and let's build. So the only thing I'm building is a new shaft here, which we'll obviously make into a gold shaft, which means adding 1, 2, 3, 4 gold to there. We could probably make this, make a new shaft over here as well. If we just drag a fuel over there, that'd be fun. And then just leave a donkey there to farm the gold. Yeah, that's cool. That research was definitely a good idea. Okay, and that's all the building. Now it's time to do the wonder. So we'll do 2 planks plus 1, 2, 3 planks. No, 2 planks and a goose. We don't need the goose. That is a total of 2 wonder blocks. I think that's all we're going to do because it costs 4 to do another one. Pop them on there and pop one of those on there as well. Awesome. Wow. Yikes. On to the last turn of the game, I think. I'm not sure if it ends on 20 or you get 1 more. I'll check the rules for that because it's probably going to be quite important for me, but we'll see. So we trade these 2 planks in for a paper. Hopefully you get 1 more production. Otherwise I'm going to be very sad. I better just check that now. So it looks like we're not going to be able to get the last stock certificate because this is the last production happening now. Just produce the paper there. We were very close to taking that paper over and getting 1 more, getting a mint up here, but I think this is going to be pretty much what we're stuck with for this game. Unfortunately, if we had 1 more production, I think we'd have had a massive point increase, but it is what it is. I think that's everything produced. Maybe 1 more fuel over here. Well, we can have 1 more wonder, but yeah, 1 more production would have been absolutely lovely. But unfortunately, that happens at the start of the turn, and we can't quite do what we wanted. Never mind. So we'll have this donkey take these 2 stones, drop them off, and then just stand here to collect the coins so we get the points for them, because if they're left unattended, they're worth no points. What else can we do? Let's drag as many resources to the base as possible. This paper, unfortunately, is worthless now, so we might as well just take it to the home base. This can come along to the home base as well. I think what we'll do is we'll just put everything to one side that's on the home tile, because it's going to get a bit crowded there. So these are on the home tile. This donkey's going to grab these 2 gold. I think he's just going to stay there, actually. I don't think he's going to do anything with them, unfortunately. This donkey's going to take a wood up there to the home base. And that's it. This boat can go... this donkey can scoop up. No, I think that's all. I think that's everything. So if we'd had one more turn, we'd have taken this paper over here, got some coins. Oh, I don't know if we could have even carried it there. Anyway, never mind. We could have definitely got another certificate, but well, I think we did. I think we'll have done all right. So let's do the Wander then. How much can we send away to the Wander? Well, all of this is junk, so let's work it out. We got 1, 2 for the first bit. 1, 2, 3 for the second bit. 1, 2, 3, 4 for one more. 1, 2, 3. God, that paper. That 2 bits of paper just totally worthless for me. Oh yeah, so we could have definitely taken one of those over, couldn't we? And got ourselves another certificate. And then there's just 4 planks there, which isn't enough for another one. So 1, 2, 3, 4 bricks of my own colour. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we end the game with a neutral brick, I believe. Everything else we have, I mean, you know, that can have been taken to there. We've got enough transporters to hold everything if we need to hold them. This could have been carried over with a boat. However we want to do it, doesn't really matter. But yeah, we can total up our score now. So the way you total up the score is you add up all the values of the things you have here, and then you start looking at the Wander track. So I'll just spawn in a calculator, and we'll calculate our score. So let's see, what have we got in the way of resources? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 gold. That seems like a lot less than we should have. Where's our certificate? Did we not get a single certificate this game? Oh my god. I thought we at least got 1 certificate. That's horrible. Oh, I thought we were doing so much better than we were. Never mind. I got greedy. I got super greedy. Put the Wander brick on. Ouch. Okay, so we've got 2 coins. We've got 3 gold. So that's 30 plus 80 is 110. And now we look at the Wander track, and each of these are 10 points divided amongst the thing. So it'll be 10 times 1, which is 10, divided by 5. 10 divided by 5 is obviously 2. So that's 2 points for that one. Same again for this one. This is 2 times 5, which is 20. 2 times 10, which is 20, divided by 5 is 4. This one, we are looking at 6 points. Next one, we're looking at 6 points. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Sorry, it's divided by 6. 30 divided by 6. Let's just do that again. So we were at 110 plus 2 plus 2 plus 4 is 8. Plus this one is 5. This one is 5, which is 10. And this one is, this top one will be 5 as well. I believe those count as filled as well. So we'll take an extra 5 for that one. And this one is 1, 2, 3, 4. 40 divided by 6 is 6.6 recurring. Rounded down is 6. So a total score of 139. Pretty low score. Almost definitely a very, very low score. I imagine if you play, you can kick my ass with that score. All you have to do is maybe get at least 1 certificate. I don't believe we didn't get a single certificate. I was lining up for 2. I think that was my problem. I went a bit too greedy. I mean, if I got a certificate, that would have given an extra 40 points. Even then, that's not a huge score, considering the best score for this map, like I said earlier in the video, is something like 580 points. So I've got a lot to learn, I guess. Yeah, it was a blast though. It was really fun to play for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope the playthrough taught you some of the mechanics and you'll give it a go. And if you like the table, that's brilliant. Let me know. And look out for the podcast where we talk about it, me and my buddy Norm. Enjoy the rest of your day. You've been awesome. Thanks for watching.